We all know that President Donald Trump is super excited for his North Korean style military parade that he's throwing for his birthday. Yeah. However, apparently many congressional Republicans are choosing to avoid this weird birthday bash. In fact, Politico surveyed about 50 GOP lawmakers, only 7 of whom said they plan to attend the festivities in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. Wow. Not so good turnout, is it? Sad. The near $50 million affair, and by the way, it might end up costing even more than that, on Trump's 79th birthday, aims to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Army, even though, of course, that's not why Donald Trump wants this parade. Because he wants a military parade. That's it. It's to celebrate him. Let's be really honest about that. Now, this gathering is set to feature a daytime festival on the National Mall, followed by a 6 p.m. military parade, a concert, and fireworks. Ooh. The Army expects as many as 200,000 people to attend, but that number apparently will not include that many Republican leaders. Gee, I wonder why. According to Politico, Senate Majority Leader John Thune and Majority Whip John Barrasso are not attending, nor is House Majority Leader Steve Scalise. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson, however, his office did not respond to the inquiry by Politico, so I guess he might still show up. That whole thing is kind of up in the air. Okay, but among those who made clear that they are not going to show up is Rand Paul. Rand Paul, wow, who told reporters that he was just not in favor of goose-stepping parades, which, hey, wow, that's kind of surprising. Let me give you the quote here. Quote, "I've never been a big fan of goose-stepping soldiers and big tanks and missiles rolling down the street. So if you ask me, I wouldn't have done it. We were always different than the images you saw of the Soviet Union and North Korea. We were proud not to be that." Yes. Well, not anymore. By the way, Rand Paul, you knew this. You knew it, and you supported Trump anyway because you're a bitch. That's it. You're a bitch. Look, Donald Trump talked about how he wants his people to sit up at attention and clap for him like they did in North Korea, where the government, by the way, will murder you if you don't. You don't clap hard enough, you get murdered. You get the firing squad. So of course he wants that. That's what he wants. Everybody to stand up and clap for him, and he does not care how he gets you to do it. That's it. Now, that said, all right, that's Rand Paul with a rare moment of clarity. Okay, which is really strange, but sometimes that happens. Like broken clocks. There are broken clocks everywhere in this administration. But that said, why are the others skipping? Well, according to several lawmakers speaking to Politico, they can't show up. They have prior engagements, prior commitments. That's it. Yes. Oh, I realized that I was going to leave the stove on at that time, so I got to make sure to be home to not leave it on, to turn it off. Yes, that's it. No, here's the thing. Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma had told Politico that, oh man, I can't do it. I can't show up. It's my anniversary. Quote, "I choose to be married." You know what? Of all the answers, that's actually not a bad one. I mean, who wants to spend their anniversary bent over for Donald Trump? I wouldn't. Maybe Lindsey Graham, but it turns out, no, not even Lindsey Graham's going to show up. Wait. No, he won't. He won't. Along with, of course, Rick Scott and House Freedom Caucus Chair Andy Harris. None of them are showing up. But don't worry, there are people who will. Who? None other than Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, of course. They're bringing out their best. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta love that. Now, her answer, though, is pretty funny. She says, well, of course I'm going to show up. I'm going to be there for the 250th anniversary of the Army. Oh. What? You're not showing up for Trump's birthday? That's a strange omission there. I mean, we know that that's what the whole thing is about. So, I mean, come on. That said, aside from the, also from the House, I should say, Byron Donalds, Corey Mills, Elise Stefanik, Rich McCormick, John McGuire, and Lisa McClain all said that they are going to show up. They're going to make an appearance. Oh, wow. Star-studded, everybody. Whoa. Yeah, everybody hold on. I mean, they're bringing out their A-listers right there. I mean, who doesn't want to go and see Corey Mills and Byron Donalds? Come on. Now, what's funny about this is that, look, this event is going to be a waste of money. Okay? But, and it's funny because this waste of money apparently is not going to get Donald Trump what he really wants, and that is airtime on cable news. That's right. Sources close to ABC News, NBC News, and CBS told Variety that the networks would be unlikely to change their traditional sports-based Saturday night programming to cover the parade. Sorry, sports are too important. I'm not a sports fan, but you know what? I get it. A lot of people are very, very, very serious about their sports. Okay. And honestly, I would much rather watch sports than whatever this debacle is going to be. Now, that said, ABC News said they will cover parade across their programs and platforms, including their 24/7 streaming news channel. The network has the UFL Championship game airing in primetime on Saturday night. Can't avoid that. All right? No, gotta love this one. Okay, and then NBC's streaming arm, NBC News Now, also will feature special coverage of the event, with NBC airing the U.S. Open Golf when the parade is happening. Ooh, fun. CBS News is promoting the event on their streaming network, so it's all streaming all the time. Their main channel will be airing local news and a repeat of the police-based comedy drama Elsbeth. Oh, bro, you got a rerun instead of showing your stupid parade. About the only cable news network that is actually going to be covering this at all is, unsurprisingly, Fox News, because it's Fox News. That said, Fox's main channel will still be airing Major League Baseball on Saturday night. Fun times. Now, look, what do you want to bet that the protests that are going to be happening, that are being planned for that day, actually end up having a higher turnout than the parade itself? I mean, currently, there are more than 1,500 No King's Day protests that are planned all across the country. Awesome. And the event's organizers do not plan on holding a protest in D.C. itself, obviously saying that they want to make sure that demonstrations elsewhere are the story of the day rather than allowing the military parade to be the center of gravity. I think that's actually pretty smart. That said, Trump still had a warning for the protesters.
Celebrating big on Saturday. We're going to have a lot of, and if there's any protester that wants to come out, they will be met with very big force. By the way, for those people that want to protest, they're going to be met with very big force. And I haven't even heard about a protest, but, you know, this is people that hate our country, but they will be met with very heavy force.
Very heavy force. Hey, whatever happened to the First Amendment? You know, that's the thing. We have this, I mean, it's the first one on the list. And you still forgot about it, apparently. But no, he doesn't care. Look, as long as the protests are peaceful, though, he can't do a goddamn thing. And I know that burns his ass worse than eating a gas station burrito. All right? But what's funny about this, I think impotent threat, and that's what it is. Impotent, okay, is that this is the same person who encouraged the protesters to come out to the Capitol building on January 6th. And some of those same protesters turned into rioters and insurrectionists while he sat in front of the TV, basically grinning with glee until it was very clear that his attempt to stop the certification of Biden's 2020 win failed. And he was forced to tell them to go home. Forced to, because he didn't want to. All right. He was totally fine with those people's protests, but not the ones against kings. It is the No Kings protest, after all, which tells you a lot about how Trump views himself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.